Have you ever thought to yourself, I really want to get better at drawing, but where do I start? Well, so have I, and this is the first video of a new series I am starting. We're going to learn all of these new art topics together. First off, we have lines and shapes. Yeah, sounds very boring, but every time I search up how to get better at drawing, it's always number one on the list. I've watched many videos by now, and this is a combination of what I've learned. But before we get into all of that, hi, I'm Funny Little Arts. If you're new here, then welcome. But if you're not, then thanks for coming back. And just as a little preface sort of thing, I am not a professional. So if you are a professional, then first of all, why are you watching this? It's a tutorial for beginners. I'm confused why you would be watching this. Secondly, please don't spam the comments with, "Oh, you're doing this wrong," or "You're so terrible at art." I know I'm not the best. That's why I'm trying to learn. All I did was watch a lot of art videos, tried to make one to convey the message, to make it easier for you guys. Not for the professionals, for the beginners. Want to learn, like me. This series is so we can learn together. Don't judge me if I mess up on a few things, because kind of starting out too. I mean, I have taken intro to drawing, but they don't really teach you this stuff, so don't blame me for trying to get better. Okay, now for the actual video. Everyone tells you to practice, practice, practice. And guess what? That's true. Each of these small categories I will be showing you should be studied carefully. You should be filling pages and pages, or canvases and canvases if you're in digital art, with these exercises. First up, we have normal straight lines. To start, you should get a straight edge, then just trace one line. Then draw over it a few times to get the muscle memory down. Then, beside it, you're going to want to try to draw the exact same line, like copy and paste right next to it. From my own experience, that first line is probably going to turn out terrible. But don't be discouraged, because every good artist has to start out somewhere. Now, once you've done that a bunch of times, with vertical and horizontal straight lines, then you should try to figure out spacing. Draw a row or column of the lines that you have been practicing, but this time you should try to make sure they're spaced as evenly as possible. When you do this, don't rush through it and make the lines look messy again. I did that, just waste of time. Remember, you're trying to learn. You've clicked on this video to learn, not to rush through a bunch of practices and not try on any of them. After you're done with spacing, we get to move on to gradualism. Sorry if that's not the right term, that's what I'm using today. So, gradualism. The first exercise is making the lines closer at the beginning, then having them move further away, then coming closer again. This makes a gradient. The second exercise here is to put a dot on your sheet, any dot, anywhere, then put two more. After you have all your dots, you want to make one of them your starting point. Then draw straight lines starting from your starting dot, have the end point slowly move from your second dot to your third dot. Okay, so I'm sure you're thinking, that was a lot to just take in for straight lines. And you're right, it was. But guess what? You get to do all of that again with curved lines. Yes. Draw the first one, trace over it, but this time with curved lines. Remember trying to make the exact line over and over again? Yeah? Now do that with curved lines. Spacing? Try it with curved lines. The two gradualism exercises? Sorry again if I'm saying that wrong, but you guessed it. Do it again with curved lines. I'm sure you're very tired of lines by now, but I've been talking about them for what, 4 minutes? I don't know. However, that's why you clicked on this video. I know you want to get better at art, so don't be like me when I started watching videos like this. I would watch it, not follow along, then expect my art to be 1,000 times better. I don't know what I was thinking. But the funny thing is, yeah, that didn't happen. I only started to see improvements once I actually followed along and practiced what was said in the video. So if you are following along, then great, good job, you're amazing. But if you're not, then get up off of that bed you've probably been doom scrolling on for an hour and start practicing these lines. Please, this is for your benefit. Please. With that, we are done with lines. I know. That was a very long time just to be focused on lines, but so you're welcome. You're welcome for being done with that. Just for this video though. You still need to practice them after the video. So next up is circles. If you haven't drawn a circle before, then I don't think you're human. Maybe you're a very small child, but I'm sure you've drawn or at least seen one before. They're those really round things, you know that? So now you know what a circle is. Draw it. Draw it a lot. Not just a few times. Fill pages, or canvases and canvases with circles. Big circles, small circles, overlapping circles. Circles that you try to shade in but don't look very right because you haven't learned lights and shadows yet. Yeah, I know who you are. Now, we have basic circles out of the way. Oh, you thought you were done? Think again. I'm sure when you were drawing all those circles, you tried to make every single one of them look good, right? Well, if you did, then you probably drew a few lighter lines in a circular motion. Then after doing that for a little while, you probably drew the darker one. Yeah, stop doing that. For now, at least, because it's okay to make mistakes while you're learning. You might as well just practice making a nice clean circle with one foul swoop. So now you're going to draw all of those circles again with this new and faster way of drawing the actual circle. Just do one loop. Try to make it as good as you possibly can with one loop. Okay? You gotta get that muscle memory down. And after that, take another straight edge, draw 2 lines. In between those lines, draw rows of circles. Try to make them the same size. But if you have to overlap them, that's okay, as long as you try to make them the same size. You know what? Just try to make everything a bit faster. Make lines across your whole paper. And if you're not doing this digitally, then I would recommend getting a piece of notebook paper using those lines that they already give you. That's pretty smart, you know? Good idea from me. Now, I'm sure you're tired of circles, so now you can take a little break and try to draw some squares in those lines instead. After that, maybe even try some triangles. Just get those shapes down. Now that you've got some of those basic shapes down, you're gonna be tired. So I would recommend taking a little break. Pause the video, get a snack, go drink some water. In the meantime, have you liked this video? Do you think it's helpful? If you do, don't forget to drop a like, maybe even subscribe, so you don't miss out on new videos for this series. And since I know you have probably been scrolling on the internet for a bunch of art tips for a while now, why don't you drop your favorite tip in the comments below? Thanks for watching. Let's get back to the video. Let's draw some more shapes, but this time we're going to try to make them 3D. That could mean adding some shading. That could mean drawing some cubes that I'm sure you've drawn in math class before when you're not paying attention. That could also mean drawing curved lines on a circle or a cylinder to make sure you know it's a sphere and that, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And you know what? This is perfect because I know you know how to draw lines and curved lines because we already practiced this. Unless you just skip to this part of the video, which I don't understand why you would do. Just go back and watch the other part of the video. So you know how to draw lines. Because you need to know how to draw lines to draw everything else. Got it? Yeah, good. Okay. First of all, I'm going to say that one of the main shapes that everyone recommended to me has been boxes. Literally every single video. It's like if you can't draw boxes, then you are not going to be able to draw a face in any direction, which I can also understand because everything is supposed to kind of be 3D, unless you're drawing a cartoon, but that's also based on 3D shapes. So, you know, I would recommend learning these things before you go and simplify everything to make your own cartoons or just drawings. I don't know. I watched one very helpful video and it told me that if there's one thing that I should practice from that video, it should be trying to draw a table of cubes in every single direction possible. On the screen, you will be seeing the chart, and first I want you to pause and trace it. Then I want you to unpause and watch how I did it. And you're going to want to practice a lot because it's very true. If you can't draw a box in any angle, any perspective, then it's going to be hard to draw other things. So if you don't pay attention to anything else in the video, then pay attention to this. After drawing all of these shapes, you're going to be seeing shapes everywhere. Like trees, they're going to be a cylinder and a circle. Then a dog, it's going to be triangles, a circle, another circle, a rectangle, some other lines. Like birds, it's going to be 2 circles, maybe a triangle for the beak, but it's going to be very nice and will definitely help you improve. Because if you see shapes everywhere, you're going to be able to draw those shapes. Then you're going to be able to make the lines different based off of the different curved lines and straight lines that you saw in the video before. So there you go. That you're definitely going to be able to improve from this. And if you think I'm lying, this is how I drew before. And this is what I drew after practicing lines for 5 hours. Very, very clear difference, right? Here's a speed paint of my new drawing. And with that, we are done with the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.